the Holy Ghost in me.
Hello everyone, welcome to another End Time 4565 video. And I do want to mention that I had some comments on my last video. While it is true that I tried to bait you with the Poleshift in the title, and some people seemed as though they had a problem with that. I didn't, because I was talking about something I wanted you to hear. But this time, this is not a joke. I'm not trying to trick you. Bail.
When we look into the night sky, we see the moon, stars, and satellites, and even other worlds. What we don't see are two regions located just above our planet where powerful energized particles from space and our sun are trapped and formed into rings by Earth's magnetic field. NASA's Radiation Belt Storm Probes mission, set to launch in 2012, will give scientists powerful new tools and data to study this critical region of space.
The radiation belts are two donut-shaped regions that encircle the Earth. Both electrons and protons, and when these particles get very energized, they can cause problems for satellites and astronauts.
The Radiation Belt Storm Probes will help researchers unlock the mysteries of the radiation belts, which were discovered more than half a century ago. The year was 1958, the dawn of the space age. James Van Allen, one of the United States' top physicists, and his team from the University of Iowa, sent two special instruments into orbit aboard Explorer 1, America's first satellite. Van Allen's findings revealed the existence of the inner radiation belt, proving that Earth's magnetic field was strong enough to trap energized particles like electrons and protons. The particles in the belts are considered radiation because of their very high levels of energy. The levels are so high that these particles can damage any matter they come into contact with.
The inner radiation belt is where the protons are very dominating, and a proton, as you know, has a mass much heavier than an electron. It can do a lot more damage, so you really do have to worry about your spacecraft safety in that region.
What fascinates scientists about the belts is that they're dynamic structures. They change size and shape depending on the sun's activity. When our sun sends out an eruption of plasma,
Hello. Testing 1, 2, 3. Boat anchor. Computer is a boat anchor. Sometimes today, you'll lose your chance. I'm going to cut you off. Okay. So what I'm trying to show you is information about the Van Allen radiation belts with a computer that is basically a boat anchor. So let me see if I can help this situation out by killing this. Going back to this. Okay. Now, I'm so frustrated. Ladies and gentlemen, what you need to know is that these chill magnetic pole reversal is due to accelerate, and I don't like to set dates, but the professionals seem to say that between June and August of this year, it's supposed to make the swap. But if it does, the prediction, once again a hypothesis, then you go, well, why are you giving us a hypothesis? Because you don't know. I don't know. I've studied this as much as a lot of people. probably not done studying it. But if anything happens to this Van Allen, these radiation belts around our planet, because the pole shifts, and it shifts so fast that it disrupts these belts, as if somebody just blew on the planet and blew them away, like you would blow away smoke. And then 60 to 90 days later, finally they reform themselves into the new poles. But the problem is the 66 to 90 days that the Van Allen belts or these radiation belts are not there. When these belts are not there, it exposes the Earth to 100% of the radiation. And not just the radiation, ladies and gentlemen, but the particles that have been held by these belts will fall to the Earth, and it'd be like one massive nuclear fallout. And the prediction is that 75% of the plants and possibly animals could perish because they're not ready for this radioactive fallout around the Earth. Yeah, you know, it's another one of those doomsday things, but this is real. This is reality. We can absolutely find information that the poles are moving, and they're on the move, and they are shifting right now. That's not a problem. That's not hearsay. It's not a conspiracy theory. It's just a hypothesis about what happens. Some people say the Earth itself is going to flip. It's possible, but not in a chill magnetic pole reversal. Now, the Earth could move its position because of an object that's approaching us from our inner solar system. Now, this object is probably going to be the reason why this chill magnetic pole reversal is going to be accelerated. In fact, it is being accelerated because the closer it gets, the faster the pole shift comes. And when that pole shift happens, we're exposed for 60 to 90 days. Not only to the radiation from the sun, but is the sun going to cook us? No. It has nothing to do with that. It's not heat. It's the radiation fallout, ladies and gentlemen. You need to be ready for that. You need to read about it. Go somewhere, Google it, see what the rules are for surviving a radiation fallout. And, of course, this fallout could be a massive EMP. It could cause a worldwide EMP. It's just any number of things. But something's coming from the inner solar system, and it's going to accelerate this and or cause other issues. Now, let me show you something. Yeah, see if I can show it to you here. I don't know. This computer's going to cooperate, but I do want to show you this. Okay. See this, ladies and gentlemen? This is the Near Earth Object website. This is from April 10th to the 11th, right here. Now, of course, we know it's past the 11th, but it's not the date that I want to show you. See, because this chart right here used to be the size of any normal month. Okay, but as time goes on, we're not in a normal month. Because now I want to show you the list of the rest of the NEOs, and then I want to tell you something about it real quick. I don't want this video to last too long. Okay, just notice these April NEOs. Once again, ladies and gentlemen, this is off the hook. Look at it. This is April. Then we're still going, it's still going. And look, there's May right here, May 1st right here. This is all April right here. This is May 1st. Oh, it could only be a couple in May. Oh, it can't be more than 5. Oh, shut up. Are you kidding me? This is to May 26th, and this is just the ones that they found, not the ones that they're discovering every day. Well, in Town 4565, they have new technology, and with the new technology, they're able to see all these NEOs. No, because last year we had technology that was basically the same, but the NEOs were only this big per month, maybe 10. This? What is this? Where are all these coming from? What's causing the disruption? This is facts, ladies and gentlemen. What's causing the disruption in the inner solar system? Something's causing it. Planet X, Planet 9, 10, Planet 9, what, Wormwood, the Destroyer, Herculoid, I don't know what it is. It's something. Something's happening. And the facts are right here. You know, if you're just waiting around for somebody else to tell you things, you're running out of time. You're going to have to find the facts out for yourself. Because this is real. And if you can't sit around and wait on me to get the information. Shoot, I might not get the information for 3 or 4 days after you need to hear it. I'm not here to show you what I know. I'm here to show you what's going on. So maybe you, according to my theme song that I play, this old man's been sitting on the fence for too long. And I told my wife I got to say something. It's time to get on YouTube, and I've done it. And I'm not like some of those guys who have 90,000 subscribers from reading a piece of paper. I don't know where they come up with that. Probably bought some of the subscribers that they have. I have 36 subscribers, and I've earned every one of them. I've lost a couple, but I've gained some back. And it's not because, I'm some great guy doing something. I'm giving you information. And this Poleshift is on the move. It's happening right now. You can find it all over the internet. And study it for yourself. You know what I mean? It's real. It's not hearsay. It's not happenstance. It's real. It's just as real as this. And that is, according to Romans 10 and 9, you need to accept Jesus Christ as your personal Lord and Savior because you don't have no control over tomorrow. You don't know what tomorrow's going to be. You have no clue. Nobody does. You need to make yourself ready. You need to be prepared for what's coming. Just like all of these objects on the increase, so is time on the increase. What are you going to do about it if the pole shift is a chill magnetic pole reversal and we lose our protection of the radiation belts because the motor stops and the magnetic field drops and it takes 60 days to get it back? You better find out what's coming because you are running out of time. Arch of Triumph, according to my investigations, first off, the city of New York didn't know anything about it. And second off, when they found out about it, it was canceled. So as far as I know right now, which is a good thing, they're not going to do it. So if I find out any other information on the archway, I will certainly bring it to you. But right now, I don't see it happening. It seems as though it's been canceled. But we'll keep a close eye on it. And I'm not sure about London. I don't really have anybody over there to ask about it. So we'll just have to wait and see. Next week anyway, so it's not that long to wait. Let's just hope that it doesn't happen. But I'm going to bring you something today. I hope I don't do too long, so I'm going to have to be really quick with this. And I want to talk to you about this magnetic pole reversal. And I've been doing quite a bit of investigation. And this is the latest information that, of course, it's all hypothetical because no one's really been around to see it before. But this seems to be the most logical information from resources that would know. And what this is actually, by the way, is happening right now. The pole shift is happening Now, as we speak, as you watch this video, the pole shift is happening, the magnetic pole shift, and the Earth has begun a small wobble, but nothing to, write home about. But this pole shift that's coming is called a chill, C-H-I-L-L, chill magnetic pole reversal. And that's what it's called. And what it amounts to is, it's not so much as the Earth is going to be moving as it is the magnetic pole is going to be reversing. Now, it's not going to do it like it has done before, where it's taken hundreds or even thousands of years to complete. What's going to happen is it's going to be a quick shift, and this is the prediction. And the prediction is that because of something in our inner solar system that's causing mass disruption in an inner solar system, and I have proof and evidence of that as well today. So, without any further ado, let me see if I can get this computer to cooperate. Hopefully, it will. All right. So, here is a picture of the Earth and the inner core and the outer crust, and on the sides you see this magnetic field. Now here's what you need to know real quick. Quick science 101. The Earth's core, hypothetically, is melted metal and magma. Melted metal in the center. And then there's another melted center there. So actually the Earth acts like a motor. It's like an electric motor, where it has electric motor has a winding, and then like this microphone is an armature with magnets, and this armature turns the magnets around the winding, and it creates the energy. And so the Earth is a giant motor. And as the Earth spins, the core also is there, and it causes a magnetic field. And the magnetic field is one of the things that keeps the Earth doing what it's doing. But it also generates a magnetic field outside of the planet. Because I have a pacemaker. And here's the one thing they tell you about a pacemaker. They tell you can't get around a welded machine. You can't lean over the hood of the car with the engine running if you have a really big alternator, blah, 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 because the magnetic field will disrupt your pacemaker and you'll die. Okay, well, this is great news. But here's the point. All motors that work off of magnetics, such as magnets spinning, whether they're a generator or a homemade generator or Tesla generator or whatever it is, it generates a magnetic field around it that you cannot see. This is a fact. Okay, well, this giant motor called the Earth has around it what's called the Van Allen radiation belt, which is a magnetic field around the Earth caused by its motion. Now, here's the thing. This magnetic field is necessary because it traps particles that otherwise would come in and crash into the planet, and it shields us from the sun's radiation. But while it shields us from the sun's radiation, it also captures particles. Particles that could be dust particle size up to 100-pound particles, or even larger asteroids to a certain extent could be trapped into the Van Allen belt. Now with that being said, I want to show you this chart. This chart here is from the Near Earth Object Program. And this is a chart of NEOs that are going to make passes by the Earth. Now look, this chart here, this first small chart right here, of course I know it's the 10th through the 11th, but that I know that's already passed, but what I want to show you about this would be like last year. This would be a normal month. This amount of NEOs for a month, but definitely things are accelerating, and these particles, or these asteroids, or whatever that are on the move, is off the hook. Now something is causing a disruption in the inner solar system. Now let me show you. So this starts on the 13th, and these are the recorded NEOs for April. And you can see here that this chart is totally off the hook. This is May 1st right here. And so we'll just go through May. And once again, you see that, are you kidding me? It only goes to the 26th of May. Look at this chart, ladies and gentlemen. Now, you cannot deny the facts, and the facts are real, and these facts are that something is disrupting the inner solar system. And my point being is, actually there's 2 points. The first point is the chill magnetic pole reversal is going to be accelerated, and it is being accelerated. And there's a purpose for that. Something is coming, something big, that's in our inner solar system. It's not only going to cause the chill magnetic pole reversal to happen rapidly, but it's disrupting all the particles in the inner solar system. Maybe it's like a magnet. Maybe it's drawing all these to itself, and as it approaches, it begins to pick up things from the Kuiper belt, and they kind of stay around it. And as it gets closer, maybe these are all particles or objects that are being dragged along by this Planet 10, Planet 9, the Destroyer, Wormwood, Nibiru, whatever you want to call it. Something is happening. And this chart is absolute evidence that something's happened. The other evidence is you can go on the internet anywhere you want to go and look at the pole's coordinates, and you can see that it's definitely changing. It's moving. There are a few people out there who all they want to do is show you the evidence of the pole shift, and you can go there and find it. Now, this video is getting kind of long. I'm looking down at it now. It's a little longer than I want it to be, but I want you to know that the pole shift is real. Now, is the Earth going to flip? I don't know if the Earth is going to flip. It could move in its orbit because of the approaching object or objects. Definitely something is happening. NASA sent a probe around Saturn, and I can't think of the name of it right now, but there's a satellite that we sent that's orbiting Saturn. Well, the latest news is something is pulling on the satellite and pulling it out of its orbit. What could that be? They don't know. Nobody wants to say. They know, but they don't want to say what it is. Something's coming through the inner solar system, and it's stirring up space. And I'm not talking outer space beyond our solar system. I'm talking inner. So not only are the objects being disturbed, ladies and gentlemen, but the pole shift is on the move. Is it coincidental? Is it happenstance? Is it the object that's causing the pole shift, or is the pole shift happening anyway, and the object is just going to aggravate it, speed it up? Either way, if we lose our magnetic field for 60 to 90 days, it won't be good. 75% of the plants be destroyed by radiation fallout. So what does that mean? Well, it's a chain reaction. Since we breathe in oxygen and breathe out carbon monoxide, and the plants live on carbon monoxide and breathe out oxygen. So without the plants, don't need to say anymore, do I? You need to be ready. You need to make sure you know what's happening, because you never know what's next on the agenda. With that being said, I don't want this video to go too long. NASA, never a straight answer. Yes, indeed. These are just the ones they're showing us. I wonder what they know that they're not telling us. So with that being said, I'm going to do something here. We'll surprise everybody. Hang on. Let's see if I can do it. Look right over here. Hey, look at there. No, hold your head up. Yeah, say something. Wave at everybody. Yeah, that's my grandson Alex over here. He's my youngest. And my oldest granddaughter is here somewhere. I don't know where she is. I don't know. Where is she? She's hiding? Okay. I don't want to take everybody's time, but I just love my grandkids. That's Alex. He's my partner. He knows all about space and those kind of things. And he knows about auroras. What's that? Yeah. No water. That's right. So it's got to be something else, doesn't it? Wonder what it is. He's thinking. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, my granddaughter is so shy. Maybe she has a police record or something. She doesn't want her picture on the internet. No, just kidding. Okay, so with that being said, I'll be back with another End Times 4565, End Times 911 video, because I want to talk about something else. And from now on, I won't trick you. If I'm going to talk about Bible, I'll put it in there so you don't have to watch it if you're scared. But this video about the Poleshift is real. The chill magnetic pole reversal. It's coming. It's happening right now. Question: will you be ready for the final curtain call? Are you prepared? Are you prepared? I suggest you go and look up the things you need to do to survive a nuclear fallout or a radiation fallout, because that's what you'll have to do. You'll be surviving a worldwide radiation fallout. You'll have to be ready. I hadn't heard anybody else really say this. I'm saying it. That ought to start something. But until then, you need to choose Jesus Christ as your Lord and Savior. You keep waiting around, and it ain't going to be funny if you don't do it. You're going to hate what's going to happen. Why don't you go ahead and do what you know you need to do? Until then, maybe, look out, look out, look out. Don't get caught blindsided. You have to wake up and be ready.
Pardon me, I've got something to say. When soul goes tired, the devil he comes to play. This old cat's been sitting on a fence too long. Jesus is right in my corner, doctor says long gone. What was I thinking? The Holy Ghost in me.